Ça va?
Ça va?
Chaque jour est un jour comme les autres jours. Le potage, l'ouvrage, peut-être l'amour. Le soleil voyage, le monde fait un tour. Ainsi c'est toujours le même. Bonsoir Denis, bonsoir. Bonsoir. Bienvenue chez nous. Good evening. Welcome to our village. Oh, I am glad you could find your way. After all, our village is very small, very isolated. How can I explain? Well, do you see this newspaper Monsieur le Professeur is reading? That is the only newspaper in our village. Oh, I don't mean it's the only newspaper printed in our village. I mean it is the only newspaper in our village. He gets it by mail.
Domergue, I am telling you for the last time.
No! I will not cut down my oak tree.
But your tree shades my garden. Spinach cannot grow without sunlight.
Yeah, I cannot make the sun rise from the west to the east. Move your garden.
Where? Into my house? Cut down the tree.
I will cut down that tree when you cut off your nose.
Oh la 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 la. An old argument goes on day after day. Oh, nothing much changes here. A birth, a death, a marriage. But tonight is different. Tonight we are anxiously awaiting the arrival of our new baker. You see, our old baker died several weeks ago, and since that time, we've had no bread for weeks. At first, my husband Claude would go over the hill to Saint-Pierre in the morning to get the bread, but by the time he came home with it in the evening, voilà. So we are anxiously awaiting the arrival of our new baker. You see, when you live someplace where nothing changes year after year, a small event can be big. It can even change your life. Every day as you do what you do every day, you see the same faces who fill the cafe. And if some of those faces have new things to say, nothing is really different. And the sheep got the hill where the olive tree sways, and the world spins around with the greens and the grays. And you never take time out to think on the ways everything might be different. And then one day suddenly something happened. It may be quite simple, it may be quite small, but all of a sudden your stew tastes different, and you hear a gull cry in a different touches you hear every day. Touches you now in a different way, and you may want to run, or you may want to stay forever. And since life is the cry of the gun, and the taste of your stew, and the way that you feel when he touches you, now your home is different. Now your life is
Denise, Therese is waiting.
every day as you do what you do every day. You see the same faces who fill the cafe. And if some of those faces have new things
beer.
Our holy Savior teaches us, love our neighbor as he would do. And loving our neighbor wouldn't be hard, if only our neighbor wasn't you. Oh, this could be the sweetest life a man could ever know here. Sweet as the asparagus and apricots we grow here,
Where the gorge is gorgeous
and the sky a feast of blue.
life would be so lovely if it wasn't for you.
If you please, the Marquis's table. Good evening, Monsieur le Marquis.
The new baker not arrived, Claude.
Not yet. The niece, the usual for Monsieur le Marquis. Quick, quick. Dominique.
Celeste says she will meet you by the schoolyard. Right. Monsieur le Marquis,
What?
do you need me any more tonight?
Another rendezvous, Dominique. One of the village girls, eh?
Well,
Run along.
thank you, Monsieur le Marquis.
Have a good time, huh?
Monsieur le Marquis, a word with you, if you please.
Yes?
I am most distressed that you have brought these, ladies with you. I'm sure our new baker would be shocked to learn that you are living with, several women.
Sir, you are forgetting. They are my nieces.
You are forgetting.
Life is hard enough for me with all my cares and labors. Why must I be burdened with such irritating neighbors?
For I'm a quiet, gentle soul.
As mind's morning dew,
I'd never even raise my voice. If it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for you, if it wasn't for you, for him,
My husband!
his thesis, he's preaching on all that's preaching on you.
This is the village of Concord. Dream tomorrow morning. I'd better take these up to our bedroom.
I'll help you.
No, you rest. You're tired after that walk from the bus stop. You do like it here, don't you, Geneviève?
Yes,
You really like it?
I really like it.
Did you hear that? She likes it. Did you hear that? Pom-pom. Our darling says she likes it. Did you hear that? Pom-pom. Can you see her face is shining and her eyes give off a light bright as the moon is bright? Come, take a little look at our bakery, a little look at our house. Other men might look at that sight and only see a house, but I can see someplace grander than that Colosseum in Rome. Ask me what?
All right, what?
I can see a home. Merci, madame. Merci, madame. You make a home for us, pom-pom, and I agree, madame. Heart for a cat to show his gratitude, and so I am. Merci, merci, madame. Come on, pom-pom. Ra-ra-ra. Ra-ra-ra-ra. Out you go, pom-pom. Explore your new home. Our new home. I know exactly what you are thinking, exactly what's on your mind. You're looking around, thinking we found the best place we could find. But I can imagine someplace I would rather be, it's true. Ask me where.
All right, where?
Here, a little closer to you to say merci, madame. Merci, madame. If you are there, then that is where I want to be, madame. Sit on my lap, and I'm as happy as a giant lamb. Merci, merci. Here's a promise as we start our brand new life. From the village baker to the baker's wife. I will try to make you happy. I will try my whole life through. I will try to make each day bright for you.
You do, amable. You do.
I will try to make you happy. I will try my whole life through.
I was most alone and feeling hopeless. You were there.
I will try to make each day
so bright for me.
Picture our future like a big croissant, fresh and warm and light. Picture us dancing through the days to come, starting from tonight. Merci again. Look what you did. I'm like a kid of 43 again. It seems your age is as contagious as a case of flu. Look at this. Look at that. I've got a new life, a sweet wife, and someday, if maybe we could have a baby, what else is there to say beside Merci? Merci beaucoup.
Fresh, warm bread. What is there like fresh, warm bread?
With a bit of butter spread.
Sheer ambrosia.
What is as luscious as a brioche is
When you're fed every day on fresh, warm bread. It's frightening how quick you get addicted. Fresh, warm
Look there.
Where?
There.
Oh my God.
It's absolutely
Yes, I think it's
What else could it be?
So brown.
no tan. No baby.
It's absolutely
golden.
I agree.
and what a fragrance.
Smell it.
Sniff it.
It's an orgy for the nostril.
And that crust is really
Pure temptation.
perfect shape.
Perfect size.
Fills the nose.
Fills the eyes.
Stomach juicing.
Thrill inducing.
Flawless.
Wondrous, absolutely, positively.
Please, you will all be served.
This, oh my God, it's absolutely
No, it's better.
Let me have a bite.
so crisp.
No smooth.
No light.
It's absolutely
Golden.
You're so right.
But what a texture. Chew it. Taste it.
this baguette's a work of art. A treasure.
Melting in your...
Running down your...
Creamy sweet. Steamy hot. It's a sin.
No, it's not.
Go
it, munch it,
chomp it,
crunch it,
luscious,
scrumptious,
absolutely positively fresh, warm bread. You can keep your leg of lamb. Who will ever hog a ham?
not when there is something we want, like something croissant, like
Bring us bread.
Maybe with a drop of jam.
There's no other food brightens your mood like fresh, warm bread. Never take my fresh, warm bread.
you can take my wife instead.
Take my husband.
I'll kiss the hand which hands me a sandwich, as we said, till we're finally cold and dead. Here est ma belle castagne, boulanger, won't still give to us each day. Our day.
Magnificent!
Yes, excuse me, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
So, have you been married long?
Why do you ask?
I don't know, I just asked. Excuse me, I lost count. Is that 5?
6?
It's just that you're so young to be married
You
to...
just said that.
I'm sorry.
Why do you keep apologizing?
I don't know, I'm sorry.
Who's beside my bed? The coffee pot there, hot there. When I raise my head, each day the first thing that I see, his little gifts of love for me. When days were cold, when nights got tough, I thought his small ways always ought to be enough. So now why should my smile be dim, accepting gifts of love from him? He is so kind and sweet and dear, and God knows he gives his all. So why do I stand here remembering Paul? Paul, I see his grin again, I smell his hair again, I touch his skin and that curve in his back, and I wish I was there again. But I've got to face at last, Paul is with his wife, and all in the past is the love in my life. So start living the rest of it. I've chosen this with a mabler, eyes open wide, and if I miss with a mabler, a little spark inside, when it's time I start making the best of it. I'll share his bed, return his touch, let old dreams die now. By now I shouldn't mind so much, and this I swear by God above, the choice is made. If hope must fade, well, that's what I paid for gifts of love. I'll save my dreams for when I see
I can do. So no matter what I say, what promise I gave, the only way that I can behave is do anything I can till she loves me too. Next time I go to get the bread, I know exactly what I'll wear. A belt that's tight, a shirt that's red, and open just enough to show a little hair. And when the bag is full and warm, the way I lift it, she can tell that any action I perform, I do it strong, I do it slow, I do it well. I can't let up, I can't let down, I cannot sleep until I find a way to finally make her see. Some things are meant to be, and she was meant for me. And I'm singing, oh, proud lady, I'm so glad to know someday you will be mine. And we'll go to a place where the grass is cool and shady, and with a smile on your face, you'll come into my arms, and love will flow like wine.
Dominique, Celeste said she'll meet you over
I'm
by
not
the...
interested. Tell her I'm not interested. She splits my senses at the seams. She sends a shiver up my spine. I see a body in my dreams, and if she's normal, she sees mine. She's all I'm ever thinking of, her mouth, her hair, and all the rest. I think all women should have love, and one like her deserves the best. No matter what the pain, no matter what the price, no matter what, I wouldn't stop it if I could. How can a thing be bad when it feels so good? And I'm singing, oh, proud lady, you and I both know, oh, yes, you will be mine. And we'll go to a place where the grass is cool and shady, and with a smile on your face, you'll come into my arms, and love will flow like wine. I'm in love at last. I'm in love, and isn't it a crime? Isn't it a crying shame that the love of my life should have to be another man's wife? Well, I'm sorry for the guy, but there's nothing I won't try to win the one true love of a my
You shoot my horse, I'll burn down your house.
You burn down my house and I will kill your wife.
Play.
Denise! Another bottle of your finest wine, if you please, to go with this extraordinary treat that the genius of a baker has prepared for us. I tell you, these past 3 weeks, each meal, a feast. I drink to him, eh?
And, aside from his culinary ability, Monsieur Aimable is most aptly named. He seems a thoroughly amiable man.
Wouldn't be with a young and pretty wife like her, eh?
I once had a young and pretty wife.
You did? You had no wife before Denise.
That's the one I mean.
Well, speaking for myself, I like marriage. It's not necessarily mine.
That's my girl. Denise, mind your tongue.
Mind my tongue, huh? Why? It is of... Oh, beautiful night. Look at the moon.
I'm tired. Turn out the light.
Oh, come look, Claude. It's a full moon. So beautiful.
I told you, Denise, I'm tired. Shut the window.
In a minute. And the wind changes course, and the moon changes face, and the world spins around with the greens and the grays, and you never take time out to think of the ways everything might be different.
Monique! Crazy, you know that? It's just...
Please don't do this.
Look at me. Will you look at me? I can't keep away from you. I'll do anything to be with you.
Stop it, he'll hear you.
You can't stay here with him. You'll dry up, you'll die.
Don't do this, please.
You're still young. We're both young. We belong together, you know it. Don't you? Don't you? Come away with me. We'll go away together.
What?
Yes, I'm leaving this place. I'm leaving tonight. I can't stay here. I can't stay here watching you with him. Come with me.
But...
I'll be by the church in an hour. I love you. I love you.
Here you are.
What does he think I am? What sort of a weak-willed, sentimental sheep does he think I am? Well, I won't even think about him. I'll just go to sleep. Who does he think he is? Who could be as handsome? Who could be as smart as he thinks he is? He just has to snap his fingers. Women fall apart. What does he think that I'll slink away with him? That I'll follow him ripe and drooling. Who does he think he is? And what does he think I am? And who do I think? I'm fooling. When I was a girl, I had a favorite story of the Meadowlark who lived where the rivers wind. Her voice could match the angels in its glory, but she was blind. The lark was blind. An old king came and took her to his palace, where the walls were burnished bronze and golden braid. And he fed her fruit and nuts from an ivory chalice. And he prayed, sing for me, my Meadowlark, sing for me of the silver morning. Set me free, my Meadowlark, and I'll buy you a priceless jewel and cloth of brocade and cruel, and I'll love you for life if you will sing for me. Then one day, as the lark sang by the water, the god of the sun heard her in his flight, and her singing moved him so, he came and brought her the gift of sight. He gave her sight, and she opened her eyes to the shimmer and the splendor of this beautiful young god God so proud and strong. And he called to the lark in a voice both rough and tender, come along, fly with me, my Meadowlark, fly with me on the silver morning, past the sea where the dolphins bark. We will dance on the coral beaches, make a feast of the plums and peaches, just as far as your vision reaches. Fly with me. But the Meadowlark said no, for the old king loved her so. She couldn't bear to wound his pride. So the sun god flew away, and when the king came down that day, he found his Meadowlark had died. Every time I heard that part, I cried. And now I stand here starry-eyed and stormy. Oh, just when I thought my heart was finally numb, a beautiful young man appears before me, singing, come, oh, won't you come? And what do I do with finally for the first time? The one I'm burning for returns the glow. If love has come at last, it's picked the worst time. Still I know I've got to go. Fly away, Meadowlark, fly away on the silver morning. If I stay, I'll grow to curse the dark. So it's off where the days won't bind me. I know I leave wounds behind me, but I won't let tomorrow find me back this way. Before my past once again can blind me. Fly away. And we won't wait to say goodbye, my beautiful young man.
Oh, I must have overslept. Oh, my. Oh, now that is really well done. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll have to start another batch. I'm surprised my wife didn't wake me. She's usually an early riser. Oh, of course. She went to visit her mother.
Her mother?
Of course. She cannot sleep. She's upset, confused. Suddenly, a mood will hit her. I must talk to my mother.
Gentlemen, I wish to speak to the baker.
Good idea.
Allah.
Such a good, such a kind man. How could she ever leave a man like that?
Why is everybody surprised? There is only one place you will find a woman who will never deceive you.
This cemetery!
Claude, are you suggesting that I would deceive you?
Why not? I see how men look at you and how you smile at them.
Never mention such a thing in front of him. Not a breath, not a whisper, you understand? He doesn't believe it.
How could he not believe it? The whole village knows.
You want your bread, don't you?
Yes, but...
Then not a whisper. You understand?
I understand. You let that!
Quiet! Quiet, you fools! He's baking again.
Besides, Antoine, this is...
It is?
Perhaps now you see what comes from your example of immorality.
Oh, come now, Father. I am not a modest man, but I cannot claim to have invented adultery. It's been a popular sin for ages.
Disgraceful!
Oh, please.
Weren't you baking, Aimable?
I know how you feel, but this is no remedy.
It's not bad.
The only true remedy is prayer, my son. Pray with me. Pray with me to Saint Cecilia.
Why Saint Cecilia?
She is the patron saint of our village. She is here among us.
I don't see her. Oh, I know, of course. She went to visit her mother.
What?
Let's have a drink to Saint Cecilia's mother. Tomorrow, a reason to celebrate. Just bring me a glass. No, make it an urn. Let's drink to that any day now, Tay. She will return.
What about the bread? Isn't it ready yet?
I close my eyes and see her climbing the hill.
This is serious.
Or scurrying down the steps again. Saluted.
He's delirious.
Not for one moment do I doubt she will, but I wish I knew when.
Someone get us some strong black coffee, quick.
So I could be ready, getting everything smart.
Come and sit down.
Everything nice.
Sober up now.
Cake in the oven, champagne.
This coffee has a trunk now, babe.
Do I make? So what do you know?
Enough is enough.
Hey, what do you say?
Customers are waiting.
Let's take that any day now, take. Now that'll be the day.
The bread. What about the bread?
Oh, the bread, of course, the bread. Fresh, warm bread. Come and get your fresh, warm bread in quantities unlimited. Come and get it!
Look.
There. Where? There.
Oh, my God.
It's a disaster.
Chaos. Uh-oh.
I've a sinking feeling.
Flower on the floor.
And in the plaster.
Uh-oh.
He's dripping from the ceiling.
And this loaf is like a rock.
This one's like lead.
Hey, baker, what about the bread?
I don't understand. I baked as I always do. I can't understand it. Never before. I must need a rest or a vacation. Or maybe I won't bake at all anymore.
What?
Till that soon-to-be time.
Baker, how can you be so heartless?
Hey,
Why should you think people?
let's drink to that anything.
Why should we have to suffer?
Now that'll be the day.
And then one day, suddenly, something can happen. It may be quite simple, it may be quite small, but all of a sudden, your world seems different, and you hear a gull cry in a different key, and you see with new eyes, and the faces you see are people you don't know at all.
He hasn't opened it all today.
Not a sound from him.
My God, I think he meant it.
Stay free, and your purse will stay fat. How could you be any luckier than that?
And what you're feeling are only the pains that come when they first remove change.
Before the fight
and the boredom,
she upped and she ran. So you're the world's luckiest man. You are the luckiest man. You are the luckiest man in the world. Luckiest man in the luckiest man.
Now you have the freedom to do as you please, with none of those pesky responsibilities.
You will never feel passion grow cold.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
Watching her slowly grow.
No, you won't.
You missed the bills and the babies before they began. So you're the world's luckiest man.
Oh, Monsieur Aimable, wait. My good friends mean well, but they can offer you nothing but words, and words, fond of them as I am. Yes, my friend, when one is accustomed to the presence of a woman, the sound of a woman, the scent of a woman, the very essence of a woman, one has developed a habit that is impossible to break. Feminine companionship. What a dreadful drug. Oh, the awful tug. Once you're in its bug. Leg grip. Morphine wheels a gentler whip than feminine companionship. You see, my friend, I understand, and so do my nieces. You
jump, I'll always make you laugh. Tell the same boring story, I will never stop you.
When you have an itch that you cannot reach to, I'll be there to scratch fun if you want to scratch mine.
The day that suddenly comes when you care. And you're so lucky. Now you have it.
What is this? What is going on here?
Since she's been gone, the lights stay dim and the shutters drawn. But the clock keeps running and time runs on. And as time enough has flown, if I have to live alone, the leaves still rustle, the wind still whines, the sun shines colder, but still it shines. I do my living between the lines, like the silent times I've known, when I had to live alone. Before I knew her, I had my ways to fill the hours, to kill the days, have a meal at the cafe. Every night at 10, take a walk, take a nap, perhaps a card game now and then. I've lived alone before, and I can do it again.
I still hear laughter. I still see stars. And though it's true that a smile comes hard, well, that's the reason that God makes scars to protect us once they've grown. Let them harden now like stone. Let them harden now like stone. If I have to live alone.
To the thing familiarity breeds. You meet once in past. Adieu to romance. How quickly the bloom is off of the rose. His passion shrinks as his belly grows. You can't see a smile. You can't see his toes. Less hair on his head and more in his nose. He starts to get when it comes to love, two choices exist. A girl can either be a virgin or a realist. Romance. Shall we dance? Oh, that's it.
for the briefest of moments around.
always had the best gold shop in football.
It was just make-believe.
A shawl. In this weather.
I'm cold.
You're always cold. Maybe something's the matter with you.
I don't know, maybe I just got used to living in a place where there was an oven Look at him. That's a face. That's a profile to admire. Look at him. That's a torso that's rare. When I look at him, how I burn to be touching him. The fire is there. But where is the warmth? Look at us. Don't you think we fit beautifully together? Look at us. Can't you see how we shine? When you look at us, do you notice I'm shivering? The weather is fine. But where is the since I grow feverish with the flush that comes every time he holds me. Naturally, you'd suppose I'd be warm when I'm hot. Well, I'm not. And just look at me. You would think this the cruelest of Decembers. Look at me. You would think we'd had snow. Then he looks at me, and for a moment I melt again. The embers do glow, but oh, where is the warmth? The fire is there, but where is the warmth? With a little laugh and a smaller sigh, my beautiful young man. You try to see in me, but I will try to make you happy. I will try my whole life through.
And more than that, no one I must start the bread for tomorrow.
I'll help you light the oven.
No? All right.
Is the cry of the gull and the taste of your stew and the way that you feel when he touches you. Now your whole life is different. Now your whole life is
And the someone who touches